Hello, beautiful Libra. Welcome to your reading. Today we're going to dive into the blessings coming your way. And I felt like I have actually scribbled some notes here. It just came through. And I see here your heart's guidance compass actually showing up. And there's like a formula, maybe even for some of you, if this makes any sense, came forth, it seems like manifested. And sugar, like the word sugar, I kept hearing that word sugar, and I was wondering what this means. And it says like not candy, it's a sweet talk to yourself and to your desire at the same time. To you, what does that mean? It means that you're worthy of what your heart is desiring, and you deserve better than what you currently have. If you have something you're not happy about, if you want to change it, we have here a balancing act, which is also the scales represents you, Libra. Seems like here you are balancing the energy, maybe even here you are really working on like the scale right there, making sure that you are actually accepting you're worthy of your desire. And the second thing is talking sweet to your desire, because I see here wide open. Yeah, being wide open to receiving your heart's desire in a very like a balanced way, and also like in different ways that you cannot really anticipate at this moment. Sweet talking to your desire, what does that mean? Convinced that you will love it, the end result when it shows up, and you are a good owner. You will take care of it well. Even if this is a material thing or not, just a maybe you're manifesting new love. Convince yourself that you're a good lover. You deserve to have a good love in your life. Okay. Another thing says here, always creating. What are you creating right now? You're always creating. What are you thinking about and creating right now? Another thing here I felt with the energy, sacred pole is about actually diving into, here we can see a pool of possibilities. Okay, this can be also symbolizing resting. If you're overthinking something, that's why the balloon of desire wants detachment. Here, come forward. We have a balloon. We have a bicycle coming as a symbol. Some palm, not the palm. What are those spiky ones? The spiky ones, the trees, but the pine trees coming. So the balloon of desire wants detachment. So maybe you're so attached and you're overthinking something. And sacred pole is you actually relaxing into what is. And we have dragon's lair here. Bicycle is a tool that you ride with it. It's a fast one. And even if this is like a building inside of a building, you can ride with a bicycle. That's why now it just makes sense. It's showing up here. Are you the paddle? Are you the rider? These are the questions showed up. Are you the front wheel, back wheel, or the chain, steering wheel? Which one are you? Which one you should be? Okay, so there's like a question here. And when you choose your position, it seems like you're going to be able to, you know, that some people even like jump down the stairs with the bicycle. You're going to be able to ride through that dragon's there. And the dragon lair can symbolize two things here. It can be the process you're going through. And, but it says you're not the whole thing. Okay, that's the note right there. You're not the whole thing. Like this is the forest and you're one of the trees. So there are other energies working here. Like you can see in this dragon's lair, everything's actually coming together. There is something hiding right there. The stairs, you're maybe even on top of it right now and you're coming down and getting out of it. But you're doing your part. And there's also maybe luck involved. There's a protector involved for you. But you need to be open, okay? You need to accept that you cannot do everything at the same time. And after you have done your best, it's about like letting God take the wheel, basically. All right, guys, let's dive into your coffee cup now. If you have been here for a while, thank you for being here again. And this is Divine Light. And if you never subscribe, go ahead and hit the subscribe button so you never miss a video, and hit the like button if you enjoy this. I see here there are two people on top of the globe here kissing. I'm feeling for some of you might be attracting a new relationship here, partnership. This can also be symbolizing like a partnership in the business sense, because there's like a chunk of money present there. This can even be like sharing something with someone, a wealth or an opportunity, something that you're sharing with somebody here. And and you're enjoying it very much. It can be even like sharing a bowl of ice cream with somebody. I know it's very specific, but it's about pleasure here, sharing the pleasure. For some of you, there's a pathway opening, and this kind of looks like a tongue to me as well. And the tongue can symbolize maybe the pathway is through communication, or maybe you are communicating with someone already. Now the path is like opening up to like together go on an adventure. Okay. When I come back here, I see a clean, like a wave of cleanness coming and wiping something's off. Like there's a man right here you can see with a big head smiling here. He has a wand in his hand. Kind of looks like a sickle, like a type of like a hammer, sickle type of a little tool to tend to earth. This can be an earth sign like a Taurus, Virgo, or a Capricorn. It seems like with their big head, they're balanced, like they're blocking your path. This can be anyone, guys. It can be a past lover that you keep thinking about and maybe expecting some things, but they're not really gonna come bring the things you want, but they're gonna block the path, okay? If you keep allowing them into your space, mentally, physically, spiritually. This can be a boss that you're dealing with right now, or an authority in the middle of your life, because you're giving them too much power, but their body is tiny. So it means that they don't really have that much of power, but the head is massive. So maybe you're overanalyzing everything that they're saying. You're thinking they're smarter than they look. You're thinking that they are bigger than they look. That's why they're blocking your progress here. And I see that you're showing up as a very loving, nurturing female, feminine character, even if you're not one. This means that maybe you're nurturing the wrong thing. You're nurturing meaning, maybe you're focusing on the negative thing, and you're trying to come from the negative and try to nurture the negative, understand the negative part, instead of just focusing on the solution and what you can do here. Okay. Some of you might be even nurturing like a toxic person and not seeing the parts that they're presenting here, their big head, unbalanced situation. But the thing is, though, there's like an understanding, there's thoughts here coming to you and clearing things out. Their communication lines are opening up, and we see a man here feeding a lamb right there. Lamb can be symbolizing a sacrifice. It can be your innocence, and there's a man here feeding the innocence here. So you might have like another person or like a masculine energy feeding this lambish, this innocent part of you. This is not a bad thing, but this means that some of you might have a good masculine figure, or maybe had a good masculine figure in your life. And now you're thinking this is going to be a repeat. But I feel like you are starting to understand that if this is one authority, a negative authority you're dealing with, there's a better authority here ready for a sacrifice. There's another option you have that you can choose from. Okay. And I see like if the physical description, I can say there's like a tall man. I see glasses here, wearing a hat. Hat can indicate authority. Authority doesn't mean always like a legal personality or someone working in the government. Can be, but can be also like a leader of some sort. Okay. Like someone who's like independent individual who's really strong and powerful, and this person's feeding the lamb, meaning can be also someone who takes care of the gentle creatures. Okay. It's like someone with a good heart here showing up. What happens there is when you come together with this energy, with this authority, I see like a king standing here with a queen, like merging into one. Can be a new relationship. I feel the vibe of that, but like I'm telling you, it's like a balancing act. So it's like a balanced energies coming together. Can be a partner, business partner, can be a friend, can be a colleague, or you is like the feminine, the creative part. Your work is the masculine, the actually moving part of the thing. That's, you have a relationship with your work, you have a relationship with your money, it seems like it's healing. There's like a wedding, a celebration coming forward. I even see here a sword. Sword can symbolize a communication. Maybe when you dictate, when you decree, it is actually happening. Okay. There's also here a number like letter E. I'm sorry, not number 3, and the seahorse and a spear. Spear is actually like a defense. You are creating something and it is being defended. There's a defense protection over it, and also there's a heart shape, your heart's desire coming. I said seahorse, but not, it's a horseshoe. That's what I meant. Horseshoe means good luck following that union. Okay, let's dive into your saucer now. If you have a specific question, a desire, an intention, hold it in your mind. I see there's a dove actually flying. Some of you might be even finding like a soulmate here. Your desire is coming really fast, guys. And I see there's a chunk of money here. The chunk of money can be money coming in, can be a resource appearing, can be a gift you will receive. There's tears of joy, something that will really, oh yeah, you can see the rocket ship actually launching here. There was actually recently they launched one. So it seems like there's movement, and a massive movement and a massive power, because your desire is actually coming really fast, even though it seems like it's not that fast. Maybe you have been waiting for a long time. The rocket ship reaching to the star right here. Star is your wish fulfillment. And we can also describe the rocket ship as the rocket of your desire. Okay. I see a letter I or maybe a T. This can be in someone's first name or the last name. It can be in the goal that you have. Maybe your goal is actually your goalpost is moving somewhere that you feel stable with. You see, have financial security and peace and prosperity. It can be that kind of an energy as well. A T can be like tiny house, maybe if that's what you're desiring. It's an example, guys. Okay, or maybe a person's name that you want to become friends with, or you want to do something. It can be in a business name also. I'm going to pull your tarot now. We're going to see how these blessings are going to play out, and if there is any obstacles, so you will know. Obstacles you have here, the dragon's lair coming. The dragon can be a Sagittarius, by the way. Also, this is for someone rising in Venus signs, Libra. Maybe you have your other planets in a different placement. Okay, and also the dragon can symbolize Sagittarius, which is a Jupiter. It symbolizes abundance, luck, and growth. But the thing is here, it also is like calling for you to approach things with the dragon fire as well, because this dragon's lair is frozen here. Okay, it's a frozen place. You maybe need to, with passion, that's what fire is, you need to melt down that obstacle in front of you. Okay, you can be the balanced Libra in some acts, but when the action comes, it requires your passion and fire. You need to find that inner dragon. Okay, we have here a conflict, 5 of wands. Can be inner conflict. Maybe you're feeling frustrated about the things are not really aligning perfectly. But the thing is, 5 of wands is such like a fake fight. None of the wands are touching each other. Maybe there's 2 only touching each other. They're all like being loud and none of them are looking at each other. There's a miscommunication happening, conflict, competition, power struggles. And this can be inner power struggles. Maybe you have to give up something that you think is your personality in order to achieve success here, but which is something, maybe a habit you picked up along the way. It can be also dealing with people, like I said, a big-headed people. They're being stubborn for no reason at all and spending your energy, a lot of your energy, to fix them or make them happy. You're missing something that requires no energy at all. It is so gentle and in the flow. Okay, this is coming for you coming to remind you that we have here Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy, Knight of Wands. Some of you manifesting, I felt like Sagittarius, a dragon. Maybe the dragon's lair is calling you so you can find your inner dragon, or maybe there's a dragon there, here hidden, wants to be rescued. Okay, the rescued is actually a wrong word because we cannot really rescue anyone. It can be someone who maybe if you're in stuck, that's what I feel. I showed you that there's a lamb and somebody's ready to sacrifice their lamb to get you out of where you're stuck. Okay, maybe this is actually oh, wow, there are actually hidden dragons in here. This is someone who is forward, courageous, confident, and maybe you need to also embody the energy, the match the energy, so you can like use the lamb, to sacrifice the lamb to get yourself out of this dragon's lair. Okay. Another thing, we have Ace of Wands, a new exciting opportunity, a new beginning, growth, and sowing new seeds and collecting. The crops are going to take a little while, but there's an exciting, new exciting action, fire, passion showing itself. That's why I feel like Sacred Pool is coming to tell you that, okay, too much air with fire can actually cause a big fire. So if there's times that you need to take an emotional pause, okay, or physical, like nurturing or massage or spa day, whatever it is that your body needs, you need to practice that. New love coming for some of you coming. But if you're not manifesting love, 2 cups can symbolize an equal relationship, a relationship that you have, and like good equal exchange, basically. Okay, positive partnership, kindred spirits, can be a family friend or like a work friend that you're going to be exchanging energies. It can symbolize your passion, the energy that you're putting into passion is coming back to you in other sources. First of all, emotional satisfaction, which will be followed by maybe the material satisfaction. Okay, what else we have here? Knight of Pentacles. If you want to get out of the conflict, you need to really focus on your future goals, okay? Knight of Pentacles, he has his land. He actually plants the seeds, collects the crops. He is about to become here. The sun is optimism, positivity, good stuff. He's about to experience all that stuff, but he is locked and going towards the direction that is in his mind and in his heart. He doesn't get distracted by conflicts, even if that's an inner conflict. He says, you know, there are things that I need to do. And this, I usually describe it, Knight of Pentacles or Knight of Wands, as someone who does 20 things a day, but some of them might be hit and miss. The Knight of Pentacles does 3 things a day, but they're all hit. Okay, so I feel like here you're going to be able to get your mind out of the conflict and discrepancies here when you are focused, totally channeled into your desire. Knight of Wands, we have 7 of Cups. So some of you might be actually having a hard time to choose from the things to focus. It's the air sign usually have that kind of vibe that have the air signs can have a hard time to choose because you come up with a lot of amazing ideas. Okay, that you might have a lot of different hobbies, a lot of different skills that they're all calling at the same time. What you can do here with the 5 of Swords, 5 of Swords is actually forcing something, okay? Pushing it really hard, and it comes as a warning most of the time. That's why I feel like, yeah, you need to focus on what makes you happy the most rather than thinking this will make you the most money for me. This would, if I act this way, that person would love me more. Whatever it is that you think as a lie, because I feel like 5 of Swords also have a fake feeling of victory. Instead of focusing on the fake feeling of victory, you need to focus on the true passion, even if this is a new beginning for you, okay? If even this is a new area that you're going to explore. 8 of Swords tells me that in this area, because maybe you're new, you're newbie, you're going to feel a little trapped because you don't really see the way out, because maybe you're used to doing things that you are expert of, and you can become an expert at something very quickly as Libra because you can absorb information really fast as well. So what can you do in that? 8 of Swords. 4 of Wands is like, see the finish line. Basically, every beginning has also a celebration point here, and you're not too far away. Ace of Wands is not too far away from the 4 of Wands. So instead of feeling or thinking the 10 of Wands or a lot of things that I have to do, think of the 3 things, the first 3 things you need to take care of, okay? What else we have here? The result is beautiful and there's a partnership coming. 7 of Wands tells me that you tend to, as a Libra, When you achieve something, you might get, bored of it real quickly, but this time around, you're going to have a real gem that you really need to defend your own territory, okay, your borders with this gem. So not really allow anyone to take care of it or take it out away from you. Ace of Cups is something you will really love, and you will be an authority of it if you keep going, if you don't leave it. But the thing is, Nine of Wands is also like a drawing, like a building a fence around it as well. So if this is a new love, and initially maybe you don't get like a positive feedback, or I told you, men with a big head, an authority with a big head can really like tell you the things that you don't want to hear. You need to really, you have the higher energy here. Okay, that person might have a lower energy. So you need to really keep it high energy and defend your own energy. That's what it is. And then maybe draw a fence around it, meaning maybe the people that are making comments or the comments in your head doesn't really belong into the future that you're imagining. So you need to have a grip on that. And that's when you're going to be able to experience the true, like a heart's, this like passion, love, and excitement, and as well as become the authority here that what you decree will come to life. Okay, let's see what else we have here for you. We have the boar and the pumpkin, confidence. Being confident about your desires is going to be important, and what you want, and also trusting, like being wide open, symbolize that as well. Trusting that whatever seems like against you is something actually working for you during this process. We have the eel in the iris, safety. So yeah, you can see the eel is actually protecting the iris very safely here, wrapping around it. So the Nine of Wands also tells me like the walls that you're building are protecting you. You might feel tired afterwards, but it seems like here it is going to be a necessity. It can be even like locking your door, guys, okay? This doesn't have to have too much of a meaning. But if you're feeling like something sensing, but you're not trusting your senses, lock your door double times, okay? We have the bear in the cedar with the leadership. Aligns with this Hierophant energy and a Knight of Pentacles energy as well. And the sun is Leo also. It has that vibe too. Bear is an authority symbol, and you are the authority of this reality. And the Hierophant is you becoming an authority here, that you're dictating at the end of the day, of like putting down the rules, making the rules. You're realizing that you're the one making the rules. And that's why maybe you're going to also be an example, be a leader to others as well, that you need to consider that. We had the weasel and the pine, introspection, that's the sacred pool energy. So like when the time comes, instead of maybe approaching everything with doubt, you need to go into that energy of introspection and maybe look into, okay, let's see, I want to see the number 9, because number 9 is also enlightenment with the weasel and the pine. Yeah, what does it say? When do I like to be alone? Okay, it says here, how can I better understand and respect myself? These are both questions it's asking here. You're called to a time of solitude. Isolation allows for contemplation, which can lead to self-knowledge. That's why the sacred pool is coming forward. I interpreted that as self-care, but at the same time, it doesn't have to be limited to that. You can also question, like, where am I going? Where am I now? Like, actually, if you have a roadmap, you can detect where you are. Like, you are here, it says on the map. That will show you where you are. We have a new job and a raise. Okay, wow. Basically, new job is something to do with like a higher pay, emotional pay, spiritual pay, financial pay. Why not? Okay. I bring my aspirations to life through unwavering belief, focusing on the realms of new career opportunities and enhanced financial abundance. Okay. You can use that as your affirmation. All right, beautiful. That's all for today. Hope you enjoy your reading. If you do, I'm going to add some more videos right here. I wish you all a magical day. Bye. Hit the subscribe and join the family.